Another week, another weekly reset. Yes, this is the weekly reset where we go over Nightwave, Teshin, and all that jazz. There will be time codes in the description below if you want to skip to a certain section. Special thank you again for those of you guys that tuned in to my streams over on Twitch or on this channel. I've been streaming somewhat irregular hours and whatnot, so I truly do appreciate it. Feel free to check out, link in the description below to my Twitch if you so wish to check it out. But let's begin with Nightwave, shall we? Okay, so we have this for Nightwave. Decree. I decree. Collect 15 degrees in a single delivery session or run of the circuit. Then we have open one of each era / tier of relic. Lith, Meso, Neo, Axie. You just need to open one of each. And then we have win 3 wagers in a row without letting the enemy score in one match of the index. Then, of course, our usual kill 30 XMS, complete 15 missions, and kill 500 enemies. Now, it doesn't say yet that it's going to be ending soon, but this particular Nightwave is going to be ending on the 12th, okay? I've been making sure to let you guys, the community, know the best I can, because the new Nightwave is coming out on the 12th, which means this Nightwave is ending, because there cannot be 2 Nightwaves going at once, okay? So even though the new Nightwave is called Shockwave, it's still technically a Nightwave. I just thought I'd point that out to you guys. And of course, I'm hovering over these so you guys can sort of get an idea for them. And, if you so wish to pick any up, that is your choice. These are alternate helmets as well as alternate skins for weapons that you can check out if you so wish. There's a sigil thrown in the mix, so that's definitely a thing. And even a scroll. A scroll goes on the bottom of your K drive or hoverboard, in case you were wondering what a scroll is. And then we have this. This is the wolf beacon. You can buy a wolf beacon, trick your friends. He technically drops a sledgehammer as well as all the parts needed for the sledgehammer. So if you want to get a wolf weapon that you don't have already, feel free to do that. And then of course we have these ornament decorations, decorations or ornaments. Now let's see what hologram Teshin has to offer. And what he had to offer is Kuba, which is definitely a thing that does exist. So yeah, that is pretty cool. Also, guys, you may have not noticed, but I got this as a login reward. Yeah, just casually a 3-day resource booster as a login reward. So I'll probably be streaming sometime this week. There will be a link in the description below to my Twitch, or if you want to watch the channel, I do go live on both Twitch and the channel. Just thought I'd mention that. The circuit. For the circuit, okay, you know what? The Necros, which for a lot of you guys, I'd recommend Necros, okay? Because a lot of you guys do ask me how to get Necros. how you get Necros is on Deimos, technically. You fight Lephantis. I used to call him Leprechaun back in the day. But you fight Lephantis and the normal Necros plus drops. But I'm picking Valka because, of course, I'm going to pick Valka, okay? And then we have the Steel Path version. And if you have all 5 of these like I do, you can come over here and just select stuff. I like selecting the stuff just in case I do want to. The option is available for me, so I'm just ready to go, so I don't have an excuse like, oh, it's not ready for me, I guess I can't do it. Archon Hunt. This week is the Archon of this. This is the Archon for the week, rather. And this is what you're guaranteed as long as you complete all 3 parts of the Archon Hunt. But this is the percentage chance that it will be a Talford variant, which is a little rarer, a little more powerful, if you will. But like I said, in order to get the Archon Shard itself, you will have to complete all 3 parts of the Archon Hunt, which this week are Exterminate, Defense, and Showdown. Which Showdown is basically an assassination where you have to fight against the Archon themselves. Descendia. I'm going to hover over the rewards as I talk about. Descendia is your basic climb the tower type game mode, but instead you're descending to the bottom of the tower. And don't worry, it is 21 floors, but every 7 floors you do get a checkpoint, so you don't have to do all 21 floors in one go if you don't wish to. But wait, there's more. There's a Steel Path version of Descendia, which has different rewards, as you can see. That's still checkpoints, so you don't have to do all 21 floors at one time, but that is always an option if you so wish. Now that we are at the Sanctum, let's go talk to Bird 3, see what Bird 3 has to offer. And this week it's an Amber Archon Shard. It's random between the original 3. I still wish you could spin this around, honestly. I may be crazy, but yeah, it's technically a dynamic thing, but you know, it would just be a lot cooler if you could spin it around. Anyway, you can spend 30,000 standing to get this if your max rank in Bird 3 Syndicate, which you will have to be if you want to get that particular wear from Bird 3. But Bird 3 isn't the only game in town, as it were, or even in this location. No, there is Necroloid, which can introduce you to the wonderful world of Deep Archimedea. Now, these individual parameters are individual for people, so it's one of the things I don't think I've seen a kit gun as an option. But yeah, your options will probably be different than mine. If you do select these, though, these give you higher risk, but higher reward as well. So if you have all of these selected, you can get max rewards if you can complete it. But that's for Deep Archimedea. What happens when we travel to the universe where it's 1999 all day, every day? What happens is we get introduced to Kaya, which tells us all about the wonderful world of Temporal Archimedea, which, you know, had the same basic there's a kick on here as well. Okay, well, anyway, which had the same basic individual parameters as well as same high risk, high reward style format that you can do if you so wish.